Hello everybody. Now, as of this video, I'm sure what we're all talking about is PlayStation's first major conference of the year. Now, I think people don't really want to count those little state of plays. They've all been underwhelming, so let's just sweep those under the rug. Let's just get right into this. Now, no fanboy stuff here right now. It was a good show. If you're a PlayStation fan, I'm pretty sure there was stuff in there that you liked. It was a great show overall. Now, for the fanboys who like to use this show and just say how Xbox is destroyed, the fanboys got nothing, R.I.P. Xbox. Yeah, okay. See this face? I ain't crying. My genuine opinion of this conference, as an Xbox fan, you guys know me, is complete and genuine indifference. I was looking for one major criteria and if it was better than Xbox's E3. And I'll get into that in a bit. But I'm just going to go through the entire list and really just show you guys how, as a console war kind of thing, this show was nothing special. First off, everyone was making these ridiculous lists of hype. How, Silent Hill, Metal Gear Solid remaster, remake, or whatever, Blue Point acquisition. All these ridiculous, impossible standards that could not possibly match reality. So first off, those fanboys who made those stupid lists, yeah, I wonder what they gotta say now. But moving on from that, let's see. Let's just go through the list of the major stuff here. The KOTOR remake, hey, that's a good get, but ultimately a timed exclusive. Both sides got timed exclusives. In the end, it doesn't really register because the days on those games are numbered. Eventually, they'll be multiplats, so no big deal. Same goes for games like we already know about, like Forspoken, or straight up multiplats like Alan Wake or Project Eve. So let's just go to the main stuff here. Two Bethesda games. They show Deathloop again. Like, they keep showing Deathloop. And they show Ghostwire Tokyo. I mean, thanks Sony for showcasing Xbox studio talent. And PlayStation fanboys, feel free to buy the game. Help fund that ZeniMax acquisition. So by all means, play the game. I mean, I got Halo Infinite and Forza Horizon to play this holiday, so I'm pretty good. You guys can play that now. I mean, do your thing. Support us, you know? I mean, give us your money, right? That's what you guys do. So moving on from that, Uncharted 4 going to PC. Lost another one. One by one, all your games that you thought were exclusive are going to PC, whether you guys like it or not. Moving on from that. Gran Turismo 7 does nothing for me. The franchise has long since been inferior to Forza Motorsport. Look no further than the Metascore of Gran Turismo Sport. And also compare, the game's cross-gen. The Forza Motorsport reboot, that game is fully next-gen and has been in development for at least double the usual time it takes to make a Forza Motorsport game. So, that game could do what it wants. The IP is inferior. So, God of War Ragnarok. I'm sure this was the highlight to many people watching this show. The gameplay-wise, it was pretty good. Not gonna lie. It was great. But graphically speaking, and this is a big but, it looked pretty cross-gen to me. It didn't look leaps and bounds better than its predecessor on PS4. And I think a lot of people, even the fanboys, even they see that, even if they won't acknowledge that. The game clearly looks like it could benefit from being fully next-gen, but alas, it's cross-gen, and the gameplay, while good, I think it didn't make the same splash that people were expecting it to be. Now, also, Wolverine and Spiderman 2. The only two AAA first-party new reveals. And it's funny, they're both from Insomniac. I don't know how they do it. Insomniac is a beast. But I think it's just more than that, though. These are Disney IP. So I just thought Sony, they're always sponging off of other talent, other IP, rather than nurturing their own IPs. I just find that amusing. But overall, just two games. Two first-party, AAA, new game reveals. Let's compare that now to Xbox's E3. You got Contraband, Redfall, Outer Worlds 2, Forza Horizon 5, and of course, Starfield. I count Starfield because while it was announced already, it was announced at the E3 that it was only coming to Xbox. and having now been owned by Xbox themselves with the ZeniMax acquisition, I would count Starfield because that's a pretty big get to not be on PlayStation anymore. So overall, 2 games versus 5. And that's the only criteria that I was looking at. I had my eyes on the prize. Wolverine, Spider-Man 2 versus those 5 for Xbox. What does that tell you guys? It tells you we are not in last gen anymore. Not only is Xbox making more first-party games in 2021 than PlayStation, PlayStation also can't announce games as quickly as Xbox is. In fact, less than half if we're going by the numbers here. So it's just a sign of the times. I'm sure while these games are going to be excited and people are going to hype for them, Sony announcements and game production are simply now slower and inferior to Xbox's scale at this point. So I just thought I'd point out, again, it was a great conference if we're being like neutral fans here, but as far as fanboys go, this conference has nothing on Xbox's E3. So that's it. Let's see what the reactions are online. I'm sure we're going to be talking about this all week. So that's it. See you guys.